Tea time.
What are the 5 things you're grateful for?
So yeah, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for I still have some fight left in me. Sometimes it rains, but I still want that which I want, and I still want to fight for it. I'm grateful to be in a space where we are able to do what we do online. I said
See,
family.
you're not self-aware.
I said
you're not self-aware. Hey, how can you not know the 5 things you're grateful for? What is wrong with you? You need therapy.
I saw that coming. Oh my gosh. What's the 5th thing I'm grateful for?
Okay, as you think about it, probably I can also say, I'm grateful for, of course, health. I am grateful for means. I am grateful for the ability to wake up every morning with hope that it will get better. I am also grateful for the family that I have. I'm thankful for what we have, because it is what has brought my mind to certain levels that I did not think I'd want to think about, you know?
Makes sense.
Yes, and then last but nilikuwa nayo. Nilikuwa na hiyo ya tano. Semaga yako ya tano.
I think the 5th one would be the privilege to do what? The privilege to be there, just to be myself.
Yes, I have it. Twende. Yeah. The 5th thing I'm grateful for is God's favor.
What worries you the most about your future?
To lose relevance. Space I am in my home. I'm the father. I'm the breadwinner. I'm the husband. I am the manager to my home. If I ever lose that with you, that would destroy me.
How so? Like, is it that sounds ego.
Mimi nimejiaccept.
That unless I am in control of
No,
things.
it's not about being in control. It's not about being in control. It's about being needed to be that.
To be needed.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
In simple English terms.
Yeah, but you see, if you're not needed, you're not relevant.
Okay.
Exactly.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like that has already happened.
That I'm irrelevant.
Yeah.
I am irrelevant. My wife is telling me I'm irrelevant.
There's a period, to some extent, you were sort of irrelevant to your industry. That is what led to us move towards a direction of
shifting
content creation.
But you see, that's the thing.
Because at some point,
I almost lost it.
I
almost lost it. But you see, and that was why during that period, it was very tough. Because you're using the perfect example. Because it was so hard and tough for me that there needed to be a shift. So I can, and you see, what that moment did, it threatened both avenues. It threatened my ability to be the person that I should be at home, and it also was in the space of threatening the kind of person that I should be career-wise. So I had to shift things so as to be in my element, because at that time nina lose pia nguvu ya kufanya vitu. I need to be this person career-wise, I need to be this person in my home. Yes.
I feel it's the same thing with me, Christine against Christine in the mirror. I'll be very, very worried if I'm 40 and I have no purpose or one thing that I'm doing, or several things that I'm doing that are outside of me being a mother and a wife. I'm very worried about that. Very.
If you could own the world's largest collection of anything, what would it be?
I'd say books, particularly period books, because I am obsessed
with epic period kwanza. Sana epic period.
With epic periods. I am obsessed with gaining, you know me, I'm always watching documentaries and series based on the medieval times. But what is lacking is I don't know the African story during those times. So I would probably own the largest collection of African books on those times that give insights. Who are we? What was our style of clothing? I don't know much about that. So that's what I'd own.
Yeah.
And maybe shoes.
I knew that vanity was coming.
Maybe shoes.
Vanity was hard to come.
Shoes.
Yeah, mine of course starts with vanity. The largest collection of gadgets.
Of course.
We're gadgets.
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah. phones, just smart devices. Hata microwave inaweza tembea ikuje ichukue chakula yako ikuwekee ndani, like whatever smart device gadget, the largest collection of that would be me. I have always been obsessed with tech.
Yeah.
Humans are difficult.
Next. What dreams have you given up on and why?
At some point, you feel as a child, which should not be your place, that you can be the force behind the unity of your parents. You can be the strength, you can be the energy around them being together. I really wanted that. I really wanted my father and my mother to be that unit.
You can't control that.
You see, that was me as a child. That's what I hoped I would do. But then I just gave up on that.
Why? Because
I realized that is not within my control. And even as I am a grown-up now, I realize I would not want to ever put my son in that situation where he thinks we could be happy. He could be the reason either why we are together or the reason why we are not together. I had nothing to do with it, and I will not have anything to do with them being together. It's them as individuals choosing and deciding. And it is what it is.
Wow. Well, I've given up on the idea of the woman. I went to school, got my degree, got my certifications. Nimezieka kando.
And that is the challenge.
I've given up on that dream.
That is the challenge with being a child of the system.
I'm a child of the system.
Yeah.
I am the child and
shule,
of the parent.
Soma, pita, pata kazi, pata pesa, pata familia, ishi maisha mazuri.
I am
doesn't work like that.
The unfortunate product of a parent who is also a product of the system.
Yeah.
And who wasn't exposed, who didn't know there's more than outside of the box of being a civil servant and all that.
Yeah.
So I've given up on that dream.
Because you see, it's interesting that I think also my dad was also a child of the system. My mom was not.
Were children of the system.
My mom was not. Okay, my mom would have been, but she gave that up
for family.
For family.
Which I'm so salty about because your mom is so smart. Your mom is very smart.
She gave that up to be a mother and a wife. She would have been
an amazing corporate powerhouse.
Yeah. So my influences have not really come from them. Yeah, my influences have not come from them.
You're lucky you escaped.
I can't really say whether it's an escape or not. It's like,
but again,
I'm glad I'm on this path, by the way. I'm glad I'm on this path.
It's the fact that also you didn't grow up with your dad. You grew up with your mom, who is not a product of the system.
Yeah.
She was more so in business.
Yes.
So your mom did not.
This is true. She's a bit more fluid, and that allowed me to be fluid as well.
That helped you.
Yes, true. What one month on the calendar would you like to eliminate?
I don't have any specific traumatic experiences I would pinpoint to this month. Maybe for another reason. You can eliminate based on another reason. Wow. I can't think.
Actually, I also can't.
There's
no reason to.
Okay. What do you want to be remembered for at the end of your life?
I want to be remembered being the world's greatest edutainer. I want to have my own show that I'm hosting, that I'm engaging with people. I also love having these kinds of conversations and others. I love making people feel something, whether happy or sad or excited or frustrated or disappointed.
That's a good one. Even though it's ego fueled.
See, it's about me. It's a question about me.
You're a Leo through and through.
Yeah.
What would I like to be remembered? I'd like to be remembered as somebody who broke barriers from her family. Because I keep telling you, my cousins and I have broken serious barriers in our family. My grandmother cannot read or write. She can't even speak any other language besides her native language. So that's on my mother's side. There was a time akina madheni wao walijifunza. Wanaenda wanalima, get paid, wanajilipia school fee. Every time, you see how kids wanafukuzwa shule, wanaenda nyumbani. My mother didn't go home. She would go and look for a job. Because she knew going home would be useless. We come from a poverty, nini. But education-wise, we took off. My cousin was always number one in the district. Like, we've tried. So I'd want to be remembered as...
Mimi nilikuwa number 1 kutoka class 1 hadi class 3. Sijui class 4 what happened. Things changed.
Anyway, I'd like to be remembered as somebody who broke barriers and became somebody despite whatever limitations she had.
Nice. Aya. What age would you like to be for the rest of your life?
I want to be 40.
Guy, mimi pia.
I feel like when I'm 40, there are several things that will have aligned themselves.
You will have understood actually more.
And and I will have better understanding.
Yeah.
At least some things we have in common.
Yes, Fuchs.
When do you feel most in control of your life?
Probably at home. When I'm seated with you, Marcus, when we are just chilled watching TV, you know, something of course that Marcus has to enjoy, then there I lose control again. Anyway, when we're enjoying something without any worry that mtu atakuja knock mlango aseme tokeni kwa hii nyumba hamujalipia, or those moments when we are just relaxed, the three of us, without any worry that anything would shake us out of what we are enjoying right now. Probably that's what I'd say. I'm not very sure whether I've...
it makes sense because for me it's the same. I feel most in control of my life on the home front. I feel like I'm not perfect, but I have got wife and mother covered. To some extent, to a very great extent. Wife and mom covered. And probably if, as an extension is when I have a plan for tomorrow. When I know what's happening tomorrow. When I remember at the end of the day.
Kill hata leo asubuhi. So nishakwambia tunakuja interview, but what is the plan?
I am a planner.
The plan is to wake up, shower, leave the house, and for you to do your makeup in good time.
Listen. It's important for me to know how my day is going to roll out. It's so important for me to know where I'm going next. From here, where am I going? Because actually that is when I feel most in control of my life. When I know what is happening next. When I have a plan. I am a planner. You wake up and life happens.
And
which is so crazy to me, I don't understand.
Because I know things happen in life that shift. So when they shift, you shift with them. You see, when for you things shift, they throw you off your plan. Unapotea kabisa.
Yeah, because
me, and because I'm one of those people who thrives in crisis.
How are we together? How are we, man? How have we survived? How are we almost clocking 5 years together?
It's the compliments. It's the compliments, because there are things that you can cover, there are things that I can cover. When things go haywire, I got it covered. When things have a plan, you got it covered. Yeah?
What makes you really happy?
My family is my pride and joy.
Oh, that's...
My pride and joy. Because I have always been a family man. Like, even being called Daddie Marto. I mean, come on. You know? Like...
I feel like that is so important for men. To some extent, it makes sense why even later on, right now in life, my dad is sort of reaching out more. I feel like he has...
Family gives a man a mission and a vision. If you take a mission away from a man, or if you threaten a man's mission, you lose that man.
Is there one thing that really makes anyone happy? Because I feel, and this is why I asked you, you're saying you're most happy when your family is thriving. And
because you see, like I said, it is, my family being okay is a bottom line. There are things that are building towards that. For my family to be okay, they need to be aligned.
That time that I was depressed, like that time I was really depressed to the point where you can't lala the whole day and all that. Were you happy?
No, my family was not okay. You see, that's the thing. My family was not okay, because it was during that time that I even got you out of the house, took you to somebody to talk to you about the kind of opportunities that exists and the kind of things that you could do, which you really hated because you felt I was exposing the fact that you are not okay. But like I needed to do that for us to do that. I even tried to get you to this line of work, which once were like, Fuchs, at least that worked, you know, to get you out of that. Yeah. So you are not okay.
What makes me really happy is when I feel fulfilled in doing something that brings me joy.
Question, what would you like to build if you knew how?
A house.
But you have participated in the building of a house.
Yeah. A robot who is a human. I don't know, yeah.
Mine is also tech related, a phone. Like the best phone in the whole wide world. A phone that will walk right next to you like, Marto, kuna ka call kana kam.
What is it about you and walking gadgets?
Because that is the epitome. That is the epitome of technology.
Wow.
What signs of aging are you starting to see in yourself?
Physically, mentally.
What signs of aging are you starting
I have
to see
white
in
hair.
yourself?
I'm starting to realize white hair, several white hairs, my smile lines, wrinkles. That's physically.
Yeah.
Mentally, I'd say I'm more in tune with myself, and the future is mattering more. Not just what will affect me, but what will affect my family as well. Yeah.
It is the fact
Katumba
that...
dance.
That's not a sign of aging. That might even be a sign of kwashiako. You have symptoms za kitambi na kwashiako ni the same. What signs of aging that I am experiencing are more mental than physical.
Yeah.
There are things that just don't make sense to me right now. There are much more important things than chilling, and you know, I don't chill because I have time. I chill because I purpose to, because I have worked so long and so hard. I need to rest.
Are you a good friend? Why?
I consider myself a good friend.
I think you are.
Yeah, I consider myself a good friend.
You're a better friend than I am.
Whoa, wait. Why? Why do you think I'm a better friend than you are?
There's a way you're able to be there for people despite what is going on in your world. There's a way that you give yourself to people that is selfless, and it's not common to see these days. Why that is better than me is because when I am not okay, it's very difficult for me to be a good friend.
What is your favorite smell, and when did you last smell it?
Wow, drunken ribs.
They're not called
Inside
drunken
joke.
ribs. They are called beer-infused ribs.
Me, does it become a drunken ribs? Oh, that smell is divine. But on a serious note, you said what is my favorite smell?
Smell.
I really, really love your cologne. And I
Deodorant.
smelled it. Deodorant. And I
Yes.
smelled it this morning.
Watu hutumia vitu mbili. Unatumia cologne na unatumia deodorant. Deodorant ni ya kufunika jasho, alafu cologne ni ya kukufanya usmell more expensive. Mi cologne nimeshindwa nayo. Nitakuwa na moja ni sahau.
With the deodorant you have now, you don't need it. Now,
Yeah.
don't advertise for them or jatulipa. But it's a really good deodorant. It smells really good.
Yes. You have a body mask. Your natural...
Where are we going with this?
Your natural body smell. You know, the one that is not immediately after a shower, because after a shower kuna sabuni, and not at the end of the day where sasa iko infused na...
Why am I blushing?
Na jasho, perfume, deodorant. Yake ni perfume, deodorant, inaitwaje, lotion, na sunscreen. Hizo zote, not that. So it's the one that
Body mist.
that is in between that. Probably the day you've been in the house, you showered earlier in the day, and then sasa umechill without having to mix all those other things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now you know.
Well, who would you trust with your life and why?
You.
Really?
Yeah.
You trust me with your life?
Yeah.
Aww.
Because why? You have established, you yourself, that I am your everything. And because of that, I know you would protect your everything with your all.
Fiercely protective
With
of
your
you,
all.
you know that.
With your all. Yeah. That is why I would trust you.
Same case with me.
Though it would scare me still.
Why?
Because I know, because I am your everything. If I
Stab you.
yes,
No,
yes.
I won't stab you.
If I threaten your everything, you would destroy me because I am threatening your everything.
I think for me is because you cover me. My experience with you, even in my low moments, you've covered me in prayer, in the man that you are, the protector, the provider. You've covered me. I trust you completely with me.
What's your favorite toy as a kid and why?
I didn't have toys when I was a child. Like really elaborate toys. Yenye nilipea markers. There is that teddy bear, but that's just it. I didn't have any sentimental, like, oh, I need to sleep with a teddy bear.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. For me, probably it would be my bike. I remember the bike because I saw photos of it, and I remember I used to love having a bike. Probably, yeah. So that would have been my favorite toy. Yeah.
What are you most afraid of?
I think probably you even said it when I answered if that question was.
Yeah.
So what I am most afraid of is to be irrelevant, to lose relevance.
English not to be needed. You need to do some internal work. Do you know why you have you've placed such a huge importance on being needed?
I mean, it's men are most valued for what they bring than who they are.
Oh, we had this argument.
Yes, men are most valued for what they bring than who they are. Ati mwanaume tu ako tu, mwanaume akiwa protector, yes, valued. Akiwa provider, yes, valued. Akiwa hata kuchapa cockroach kwa sababu dema ameshtuka, value inakuja hapo hivi. Inaweza kuwa ni kitu kidogo, but men are most valued for what they bring, not who they are.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think so. In most cases, yes. But
hapo kwa most cases ndio tuko.
But has that been your experience in the dynamics of a relationship?
Well, we haven't been tested.
Excuse me.
Listen. We have not been tested to the extreme where that became the either or.
Yes, we have.
How?
That's down those 1.5 years where we didn't have anything.
Yeah, but you see, that's just you see,
your
a
value
man is more,
as a man to bring something into the house.
That was tested. That was tested. Yes, that was tested.
Did you feel a shift in a change in how I revered you?
No. That I did not.
Then what are you talking about?
But you see, again, I'm saying, a man's
we never agree on this.
is more than just that being provider. There are those who hold high regard to that being provider. There are those who say that is the number one. If the man is not a provider, then no nonsense.
He's not a man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then
it's a truth,
I said,
but it's not the truth.
Yeah, it's a truth. It's not the truth. True. What is your ideal type of party to attend?
Where there are no kids. So I don't have to worry about my consumption or my favorite drink. And there's music. And there are people, not very loud music, lounge music, where we are seated, we are having drinks, and we are having conversations, and we are dancing. Yeah, I feel my idea of a party has changed, because earlier, you remember me, I was a party master. My idea of a party was boom, boom, we are dancing till the morning comes.
Yeah.
But now we are lounging, we are having drinks, there's background music, and we are having conversation. That's my idea.
Yeah. Again, I go back to I'm a Leo and I'm very vain sometimes.
Lord.
My ideal kind of party is where
you are the one who is talking. You are the center of attention.
I don't have to interact, but there is focus towards me.
Oh my goodness!
I know.
Get
like
over
you see,
yourself!
like for example, if I'm the one who's hosting the party, or if I'm the MC, for example, but on the flip side, the party where I am just by myself, either with the person that I am with, or because even if I'm in a party where there are a lot of people that I know, I'll not stay with one person. I'll want to be tunaongea na huyu. Yeah, nice seeing you. Twende. So that we can have different. I don't have to.
I will add that kwa prayer item. When I'm praying to God, may this man always be relevant. I didn't know this about you though when we start
but you see, if you look back,
so many things made sense.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we could write a book about it.
Aya, next.
What are you contributing to the world?
Other than my child.
Come on. Wow,
yes, I have a seed that is growing.
Wow, the Leo. I think in other words, who have you impacted so far?
I am, again I say, I am an educator and an entertainer. I was able to work with people who helped me make farming fun. And this is something that probably paused on TV in 2016, but I meet people to date who
and
still say,
yo,
especially now because I can watch them on YouTube. If I want to learn about something, I go back to that. And you did a pretty darn good job. And like, thank you. I wanted it to be that way. Yes. So I am contributing entertainment and education to the world.
Well, for me, it's different. I'm not sure if I'm doing all. I don't think I have reached my fullest potential to contribute to the world. What I'd like to get there is, like, remember when you asked me what I would do without fear of failure, is like having a platform or a forum where we discuss issues concerning life just as it is and have solutions provided. I just like to be a mouthpiece on a platform. I'm here to do that. For now, I'm contributing to the world by bringing up a wholesome boy to be a great man.
Nice.
For now.
Nice.
For now.
Good. Who was your favorite teacher and why?
I loved my English teacher. I never spoke like this. Remember, I was one of those people who would be, what makes? That was me. And she transformed me to a point where my compositions used to be read in class. She would just come, of course, after she opened us. You know, I have so many things I can say about this teacher. She was my English teacher in St. Ursula Primary School, Teacher Joyce, and she exposed us to more than just a textbook English. And her ways of teaching were more than mainstream. Si mtu akuja kusema, children, let us nini haya DOE test. No, she was very exposed. Her English was amazing. She was one of the few teachers who didn't have an accent and pronounced words correctly. And she would give us books. I started reading way earlier than, like, really important books on various people in history.
She empowered you guys.
And then she would tell us, haya, andikeni composition based on this book. She'll give us 40 minutes. And at the end of those 40 minutes, she'll read through all the compositions quickly, and mine always ended up top 3.
My favorite teacher was my first day in school teacher, Mrs. Mwangi. I was student number 1 in Little Angels Primary School, Isiolo. I was student number 001. Like shule imefunguliwa, mimi nikapelekwa hiyo shule. Nakumbuka kuna siku tulikuwa, I think day 1 or day 3. Day 1 to day 3, I was the only student. So kazi yangu tu ilikuwa, tunaenda tunakaa kwa ofisi yake, ananifunzia hapo, ninalala hapo hivyo, mattress inawekwa hapo.
Wow.
Nakumbuka kuna time niliingia kwa handbag yake, nikatoa lipstick, nikajipaka. I have no idea. Bako menita markers. It is a very markers thing. Yes, nikaingia kwa handbag yake, nikajipaka, and I was so proud showing her, by the way, look. I think by week 2 we were 5 students in that school.
And she was graceful.
We finished the whole first year. I think we were maximum of 7 students in that school, and I still remember her to date. Whenever I go to Isiolo, I have to engage with her. Yeah. Mrs. Mwangi was my favorite teacher. Yes.
Last question. Who are you most jealous of and why?
I'm most hapa najua italeta shida.
Why?
I'm most jealous of Will Smith.
Because of entanglement?
No, not because of entanglement. There are things, of course, in his life I'm like, no, not for me.
Yeah.
But I am most jealous of him because he has what, other than the things that I know I want, that are different between the two of us, he has what I want the most. That bankability, that influence, man, like Will Smith akaangusha tu kitu hivi, the whole world will turn. What? Amedu? Kwa nini? Like, they are movers and shakers, just as a unit, as a family. Beyond the entanglement shenanigans.
Entanglement with August.
Yes. Beyond the entanglement shenanigans, he has everything that I would want.
Isn't it funny, on the flip side, now that you know about entanglement, he doesn't have everything after all.
He doesn't have everything
Isn't
after
life
all.
funny?
It is life. It
Life
is what
is so
it is.
funny.
Yes.
This is a hard one. Wow. Probably somebody like Julie Gishuru.
Pia yeye amepitia zake.
But you see, she's been able to transform her career one after the other. One, she was a news anchor. Next, she used to host political
A
discussions.
mediator, yeah.
Like, she has been able to transform
Moderator,
her career
I mean, yeah.
one after the other and still remained sort of relevant.
Yeah.
Her momentum has gone.
Yeah.
Haija cool down.
Yeah.
Or Janet Mbogwa.
What you would have wanted. That
Yes. Those are the women.
Levels, yeah.
Those are the prototype of the women that
You had wanted
I'm
to
gravitating towards.
be. Yeah.
Rather. Yeah, so I'd say that.
What superpower do you wish you had?
I wish I had insights into what is coming next or what is in front there so that I can prepare here. Again, this is me, my need for planet structure and Motaratara coming through. Yeah, I'd say that is the kind of superpower I'd want.
Because this is the hardest to get, perfection. When I say that, I mean the ability to always do the right thing at the right time, every time.
Like to always, opportunity and time to always meet
Always
for you.
meet. Perfection. Ambayo ni ya Mungu peke yake.
Yeah.
I-
You can't be a god.
I can't, but you see, that is the superpower. That's the nature of a superpower.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yes. Have we finished the questions?
Finally, 10 years later.
We have finished the questions. Well, my eyes are too sleepy. I can't look at you for 4 minutes.
Wow, 4 minutes. In
4
silence.
minutes. Yes, I don't know.
So weird.
What, me serving you?
Yeah.
Wacha kuchoma. Wacha
Ni
kuchoma.
ukweli.
Wacha kuchoma. Yes, I empower us to serve. Si kila mtu anakubali tu.
Just one, thank you.
Si kila mtu anakubali tu nini yake.
I know who I married.
Yeah, so you know. See, me, I will still insist. The day I came into the kitchen and you chased me from that kitchen. You chased me.
I
Like
didn't
you were like,
chase you.
get out of here. You are reducing the space. Nikasema, by the way, I'm going to take that as a cue. As
And
husband,
and
never
as a
invited.
forever excuse to never cook for your family and...
No, so it's cheers to you cooking awesome food for us. Check it. Tea time.